stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes. Over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking that to the end zone, making a huge play.
And the extra point was good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is
buzzing.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Snow. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Off the play fake on first down.
Bang!
Got his man quick.
Yeah.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You got to give it to the defense. Took all of the quarterback's options away down in the field. They forced him to check it down, and they were rallying around that fullback. Hats to the football, and they create a negative play.
Come on.
The Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
Get a ball! Get a ball! No!
Interception. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you.
Hey, 90.
It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big
Give it to him.
So there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. We got a positive game. Still a couple plays there left too.
The Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Coming out with it, it's Galloway.
Sit the fuck down, nigga.
Likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive.
Come on, dude, Bussy.
Big fullback's got it.
Get off your block.
A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15. And the Badgers want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does.
Turning it on.
Bro, let me switch into him. I'm gonna punch that shit out your fucking hand.
To get it across the line and pick up the first down.
All right, bro.
Those fullbacks are grown men. Those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale boost for everybody on the whole field. Everybody gets jacked up.
What?
Finally gets to touch the football.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Wisconsin quarterbacks always know their role. Sometimes they got to make the big plays, from a Darrell Bevel to a Russell Wilson.
And knowing your role means knowing that you're going to hand the football off a lot. You're
This
going to
nigga is bugging out.
And pick and choose your spots, but it won't be an offense with Wisconsin that is opening up. It's throwing the
You
football
got to get
30,
him back
40
there.
times.
You got to get him back there, bro. This nigga's blowing it.
Offense with jumbo personnel. They'll run play action. Here's a hit.
Wow.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Boy, this nigga's kept... What?
And he may get more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And, David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy guy there picking up the first.
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give them a bone.
Dude, get that, bitch.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Now the toss. Bringing it back. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Penn State! They punctuate the chance for the trip to the end zone.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fat.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive
I'm
staff.
going back to sleep.
No. Stop talking.
Why? You was just chilling. You was just peacefully sleeping. You're rude, you know that? I think that's okay. No. Fuck. I should never want to come off as rude. On purpose.
game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. And as he throws. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver.
These niggas aren't even carrying it.
Who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you want to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down.
Not about to blitz me every play, I'll tell you that one.
Man, it's Barnes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. Wants to throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Catch in the middle. It's Barnes. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Really good-looking run. You think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
On the direct snap, it's Bush. Got some room in it to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
No, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Here comes the heat. Gets it out quickly. Still running up the 40. He's loose. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To the air. It's Castellanos. Quick strike complete. It's running. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Bush. Shakes off the defender. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Bush. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. It's complete! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Barnes. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Might be changing the route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama!
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, looking to pass. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Pick off! What a play by this defense. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped lining up to kick off and get this one started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They're going to ride this running back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Quickly complete. Turns it on in midfield. Lots of room to run. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's going to run it. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Finds the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
On the move, he fires. Makes the grab. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have. But when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Gets it out fast. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Holds and fires complete to the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden head. Where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that thing.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there.
Big guy tries to barrel in, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! point here will tie the game. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. To throw, it's Castellanos. That's caught. It's Barnes. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to pass on second down. Zings it complete to the right. There he goes. Past the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a touchdown.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Finds his man. It's Moore. He's not going to get... Will boot it away to start the game. Coming out with it, it's Graham. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. The give out of the gun. Breaks the tackle. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to him again. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And the Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Running back searching for a hole. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Big pick up on the ground here to keep this drive moving. You give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Grab near the sticks, it's Robinson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Nittany Lions didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. From the gun, running back gets to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys.
Touchdown, Penn State! Fit it in the window for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
He'll bring it out. It's Douglas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This play from the pistol. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. He'll walk and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
On the run, When you drop dimes like that, you're right. There is a school that's known to all, and it's on the banks of the Red Cedar.
And that will get Kirk Cousins breaking out the bling-bling and doing the dances. But
Bro, what the fuck, bro? That shit is not tough.
Touchdown, Sparty. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Picks up the first down. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Man, they've got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley. Time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Graham. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here on third down for this offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Nittany Lions started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. It's Mateer. Still looking on the move. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He throws back to the left. That could be risky.
What?
On the sideline. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Spartans.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Barnes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Leaves it with the running back.
All right, bro.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. The Nittany Lions in the hurry up. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Booth. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Leaves it with the back. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw. It's Castellanos. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Got the first down and more. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Penn State!
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead. There was just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Fires on the move. Sweet
that should
throw
be so
and catch
fucking
along
gay,
the
bro.
sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
Gets rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
To the air, it's Mateer. Flushed out of the pocket. Throwing on the run.
No, this shit is retarded, bro. This is gay.
Touchdown, Michigan State.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Got it in the middle. It's Barnes. At the 35, he slumps. Turning it on. Will be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is
Fucking busy.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Rushes on him. Got a man in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Come on.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Douglas. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some...
Reels it in down the left side. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Oh, bro.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. That's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Quarterback moving. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle.
What? This game is ass, bro.
And
Go
the Spartans
Spartans.
come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job on the defender.
Just keep slinging it. Got the back over the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half. So in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
No, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Coming out with it, it's Graham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Grabbed in the middle, it's Mark. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. From the gun, give on the inside. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle, it's Barnes. Reaches into the bag and moves and finds his way up to the 31. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass.
What?
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that
nigga did all this
hard-nosed
extra
pass
shit,
defense, and now it's fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Got the conversion and still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Catch in the middle, it's Barnes. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Nittany Lions are facing third and inches. To the ground to try to move the chains. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that.
My God.
I think as this game keeps going on, they're trying to...
Touchdown, Spartans! Quick strike through the air for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. start this drive from the 18-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Makes the catch. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Graham. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And they'll close in on it.
Fucking God, bro.
Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Now they'll run it on the toss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Makes the grab. It's Barnes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they'd confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls.
Bro, throw the ball! Like, what the fuck?
Touchdown tie! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Right, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Second down, they'll go to the air.
Bro, what the fuck, bro?
Close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third down, he'll try to pick it up.
Bro, what? Third team is fucking
Man, that's
gay.
when you expect him to make it to sleep,
Hey,
right? He's
what,
one of the
bro?
better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that
Fucking
one over the middle of the field.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Great place to start for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Got him downfield. Oh, look out on the right. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Now adjusting. Going to try to get it himself. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. They'll run for it. There he goes. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on fourth down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
He'll pull it on the read. Quick spin on the run. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Washington. That's caught. It's Edwards. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. One final play before the end of the quarter. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes a catch, first down, maybe a lot more. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical 4th downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
Bro, there's no way this should be MB every time. Like what?
And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right. Gonna take a shot. Makes a catch down the right side. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Penn State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that's a great throw and catch, but you got to give the offensive line a lot of credit in pass protection because that was a slow developing play. Did you see him line up all the way to the left? He caught that thing across the field way down. So the quarterback needed time. He had to be able to survey the defense, step up, and throw a strike. The O-line getting it done in pass pro for that TD.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. From the shotgun, the inside give. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Trying to set up the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there. On 3rd down, he drops to throw.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on second and inches. The short hands, it's Galloway. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He's going to take off. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
Oh, he's going to remember that one for sure, man. He did a nice job getting outside the pocket, but at that point now, he's got to be on high alert. He knows this defense is going to be coming flying at him. He'll be doing a better job sliding.
Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback.
You can tell the quarterback didn't do a good job with his eyes. You got to look people off. You got to make sure you move those safeties with your eyes by opening up or pump faking one direction. He didn't do a good job there. The safety capitalized, makes the big INT.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Gets it past the first
No,
down.
why is
Still
this nigga?
running.
Oh my
He's
God.
dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this.
Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? That the quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Scanning the field, it's Washington. He'll pull it down and run. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Trying play action. Shoots it to the left. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Trying to get the corner. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Oh, they're after him. And he
What?
just
Bro, this game is retarded. What the
You're
fuck?
not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
He'll bring it out. It's Galloway.
Yo.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
All right, let's get it.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Buying some time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got room to work. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're...
He wants to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Looking to buy time and some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Quickly complete. Open space.
Bro, why? What's up, bro? Is he making me change into the nuttiest niggas, bro? At the nuttiest times, bro.
Into the end zone for the score. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He's got the tight end. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. The Dayton Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Makes the grab. It's Barnes. Got room at the 35. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Penn State! And the beatdown has ensued.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. And now on 2nd down for this offense. dropping back. It's Washington. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
What, bro?
Smashes through the tackle.
Oh my God, this game is fucking retarded.
Down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Slips through the line. He's chased out of bounds, but he takes that return across the 50 to the 48. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Moving out of the pocket. He turns it loose to the left. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and making a big INT for this defense.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lost one deep down the right
Oh my
side.
God, bro.
He's
Like,
got
what
on
the
the
fuck is
sideline.
wrong with this game,
Turns out to be
bro?
an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their
Fuck, is it
numbers
impossible to
after
get
3.
interceptions, bro?
One more period to go, and we'll see
Trying to
just
break
how
on the
much
fucking
fight
ball
they've
and they
got
do
left
some
in them.
dumbass shit in the air.
So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Finds his big tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page.
Going for it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And they're able to get him down. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught close to the marker. It's Galloway. Touchdown time! And they add 6 more to the board with that straight to the house. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Snowed under by the defense. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
It's over, moving on. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man, now I got to put my defense back on the field, and anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammering with this running back again. He knows it's his way into the end zone.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
So after the touchdown, they'll try to use this 2-point conversion and get this game to within a field goal. Looking to pass. It's Washington. He's got it.
How long is he going to have? How? How long? How long? How long, bro? Oh, he's sitting back there for fucking 10 seconds, bro.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Using the quick game. At the 40, there he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And, man, that's a little frustrating. I like the job by the quarterback. Get the ball out, let your receiver make the play, but just understand when the play's over. Like, I'm not going to cut that back up. I want to get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible.
Turning it on. Oh, still making moves. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
On the ground, it's Davis.
What? Oh my God!
Forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
The fucking hole.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on.
Oh my God.
Stopped in the
God.
He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this is a moment with the lead late on third down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this first down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
To the air, it's Castellanos. Release to the back. Caught over the middle, it's Robinson. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. They'll run it. It's Booth. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And Turner coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Give to the running back.
It's
Lowers those pads.
fucking big.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
On fourth down, going to the air. Here's a throw downfield late.
They're going to call a PI on me, guys.
It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down. So the game will continue for at least one more play as the penalty gives the offense an untimed down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants a big play here late. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run.